That right there is without doubt one of my very most favorite sounds for a lot of reasons, but that is a beautiful sound. Before we get too sentimental, guys, let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be doing today. Alrighty guys, so I figured, hey, let's keep this outside a bit, okay? Just so we can hear that, and just I figured why not walk around a little bit and just have my phone light do the work, I guess. So guys, today we're going to be doing a little tackle review. I wouldn't call it a review. It's how I get ready for a day of fishing, or a excursion, if you will. But with that, I'm gonna be talking like how I get ready to like prepping my film equipment, my fishing equipment, and really anything else. And in doing so, I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't say in depth, but I'll give some depth a little bit. But yeah, I hope you guys I sincerely hope you guys enjoy today's video. It'll be a lot of fun to make. I'm very excited to do it. If I get off track or rant, if you will, then just bear with me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Now I'm about to move to a different spot. This, guys, is where it all happens. Alright, on a serious note though, this is where I do most of my thinking, or working, if you will. Right here, this is where I pick out my baits as to where I'm going to be fishing. I'm going to give you guys a little bit better light just because the lighting in here is not very good. But this is where I do most of my picking out baits to get ready and really spool up and really, as you can see, tape stuff. No, but yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go through what I usually pick out for what kind of lake I'm fishing. And for one example, I tend to fish a lake that's mostly concrete based or rock based. So in doing that, I fish there a lot. So I kind of have a lot of key or confidence baits that I use for that. So I'm just gonna go through what I'd pack for that day. I'd go open this first one, and this is my flukes and swim baits, as you guys know. I'd probably pick up, let's see, flukes. Yes, pick up some flukes, throw them in the bag, and I'll go through the bag in a second. But then some swim baits. Right there, some Kitech fatties. Then I may grab a spinner bait, just maybe a little bit of War Eagle action. Best spinner baits in the game. Then maybe if I'm feeling lucky, like summertime, I may grab this old 6-incher, 6-inch swim bait, throw it in the bag. It's not a bag yet, but it will be. Actually, that was really cool. It landed perfect. It's pretty neat. But then I will probably close this door. Maybe bring some other swim baits that are flukes that I have in there. Close the door. Oh, this works very well too. Throw that one in there. Then worms. This is big time. I don't have my worms right now. They're in a different bag, which I'll be showing you later. But I'll go ahead. I'll grab my little finesse worms and any other kind of worms. Grab those. Throw them in the bag. I'll usually drop shot or do a little Ned rig ordeal right there, as you guys can see. Do something like that. If it'll focus. There you go. Little Ned rig thing right there. I'll go to the next one, which is trash, and then I'll go to this one. That's trash. I'll go to this one. Then if it's I'll really throw anything from this box, except for mainly frogs, just because it tends not to be a lot of vegetation. But I'll grab a popper, I'll grab a spook, I'll throw my little whopper plopper. I don't have it, but for a new addition, I'll be throwing the legendary bat. I'll throw that in there, a little popper, and then that'll be it. Maybe if I were to throw a frog, it would without doubt be the black one. I just got that one recently. Then I'd switch over to my jigs and craws, and this is definitely a big one because I'll Texas rig a lot and I'll throw brush hogs a ton. These definitely get a lot of use right here. Baby brush hog green pumpkins. Throw those in the box or bag, whatever you want to call them. Then, oh, I love this color right here. This is a very, very nice color. There you go. Then I'll go to another one. I'll throw this on a swim jig. These work very, very well. Then, of course, if I'm fishing tubes, a creek, I'll throw these tubes right there, but yeah, I'll leave that one out. And then lastly, I have my little hard baits, and honestly I don't throw hard baits that much, as you can tell. I have line inside my hard bait store or drawer, if you will, so I don't throw those a lot, as you can tell, but if I do, it'll usually throw in a little rattle trap, something like that. And that's really how I go about packing my fishing, or that's how I get ready for my excursions, or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, now let's go ahead and move on to the lines and the rods and the reels, as if this isn't cringy enough. Alrighty guys, so for rods and reels, this is really what I tend to stick with. This one is, obviously I have a double plopper on here. I don't throw this much. I don't know why I have it on there, but for this rod I have, I think it's 50-pound braid on here with the Shimano on here, the Corrado, and then I have a 7.6 extra heavy, and I'll usually throw my heavier stuff on that, depending on what, I'll throw the swim bait on there, the 6-inch swim bait, as you guys saw. And for the next rod, I like to get a crankbait rod. If this will come off of my other one. That's not good. But for my next one, I like to throw a crankbait rod, and again, this will just be for my rattle trap rod. Yeah, that's really it. I throw, for the line, I like to throw a 12 to 10 pound test on this one. So yeah, and that's what I spool that up. And the next one, this is mostly my spinnerbait rod. This is 7'2" medium heavy. Right now I have a little shaky head on, or wobble head on here, but I have 40-pound braid on this one. And yeah, that's really all this is pretty simple. Everything here is pretty self-explanatory, if you will. Then this is right here, this is a 6'10" medium. I'll throw flukes, smaller spinner baits, little Texas rigs on this one, shaky heads. That's what I throw, but I don't have a reel on this one, but I'll usually throw this Shimano Cassidus, or the Cassidus as some would say, but I usually throw this one on there, and this is like 12-pound test on there, just keeping it light for the Ozarks, if you will. And yeah, that's really what I do. There's 3 rods. I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of my other rods that I would do. Alrighty guys, I'm moving all over the place today. I really like doing that, just because I don't like to sit in one central spot for the whole video. But guys, let's go ahead and talk about my next 3 rods. These three, are going to be my spinning. These 3 rods, 2 of them are spinning, the other one's my 7.3 heavy bait casting rod. But let's go ahead and talk about the first one. First one, I usually store in here my drop shot, or my my lighter finesse raw baits. I'm losing my words, but that's what I usually throw in here. I have a little 7-foot medium and a little Shimano Sahara spinning rod. I absolutely love this. And again, I'll spool it with 8-pound test, either Seagar or Suffix line, I can't remember the name. Next up is my bait casting rod. On this one, it's a 7'3" medium heavy, and I'll be throwing my jigs on this and swim baits. This one's pretty beat up, but yeah. Swim baits and jigs on here, little Texas rigs. Sometimes, keyword sometimes, spinner baits, but yeah, that's really, I have 17-pound test on here. Again, 7.3 heavy. Lastly, we have, this is my mostly used for, this rod and reel right here is mostly used for my drop shotting, shaky head, and fluke fishing. This is a 7-foot heavy, did I say heavy? I just said heavy. 7-foot medium with a Shimano, Quantum Team KVD reel. I got 8-pound test on here. Absolutely love this one just as much as my Falcon rod over there. But yeah, that's all it for fishing incorporated things, like rod and reel incorporated things. Now I'm going to talk about my bag, what I usually have in there. And yeah, and then I'll talk about my camera gear, and that'll be it. Alrighty, let's go to the next one. We good? We're good. Alrighty guys, this is the bag. The Outdoor Producer Magellan Master Bag. This is it guys, and here I store my fishing and filming equipment. So first off, I have my Oklahoma bag, Boomer Sooner, but in here I store my tackle, my hooks, my terminal tackle, all my baits, really what a fishing bag is for. And then I will also put my Under Armour bag. I'm all over the place. Then I'll also put my Under Armour bag in here if we can focus. Can we get that to focus? How about now? How about now? How about now? Come on, focus. Focus, focus. See here. How about that? There we go. And then I'll also put, this is my camera bag, and I'll put my big old DSLR in there with my microphone in there. And I'll put my chesty with my GoPro. Throw that all in here with all my chargers, my tripods. And yeah, that's really it, guys. That's my tackle bag. That's really all I have to it to plan for a day. But an overall recap of today. So I have a cat behind me right now. That's really all. See you guys next time. No, for an overall recap, I start off, I text up somebody, like, hey, let's go fishing. So I do that. The very first thing I do is I go straight to my filming equipment, because you can't fish without filming equipment, dude. You just can't. And I need to take time for everything to charge and make sure everything's prepared. And he's about to knock that off. But I will start off clearing all my SD cards to make sure I have full capacity on all of them. And then after that, I will take out all my batteries, shove them into the charger, and then once I'm finished with that, I'll go to every single rod. I will check all the line, make sure it's good. If not, then I'll respool everything. And then once I'm finished respooling everything, I will go to my baits, select all my baits, put them in the bag, and then I will just go through my bag. So I just kind of get used to where they are in my bag, so I can be quick on the water. So I'll just take them out of there, tie them up on there, set up my rods, look at all of them, probably take a picture because they're beautiful. Okay, sorry. You don't have to do that, but that's what I usually do. And then once I'm finished tying everything up, there'll probably be time, because I usually take probably about an hour to do all of this. And then I'll text him up, say, hey, leaving in 5 minutes, then I'll meet him at the lake, and then we'll just go smash some fish for you guys to watch. Obviously that doesn't happen a lot, but that will be changing now that it is becoming springtime. So I'm very pumped about that, guys. Sorry, probably rambling throughout the whole video, but guys. Alrighty, guys, for the second time that I'm doing this outro, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We will talk to you guys soon. And as always, read Romans 7, as well as 1 Corinthians 2, 1 through 16. Thank you, guys. And as always, don't stop fishing, I guess. How about that one? That could be it. It could be it. I don't know. See you guys later.